Finally, the 21 liberated girls from Sambisa forest returned to their home country after months of their release. They have been in the government's custody since their freedom in October. Security is very tight as journalists are barred from having a full glimpse of them. This is their first Christmas of freedom and at home after over 2 years. Their return brings back nostalgic feelings, excitement, and fresh hope to the Chibok community, where they were once violently captured by Boko Haram insurgents. Over 200 of them were taken captive from Chibok Girls Secondary School in the dead of the night in April 2014.
We must acknowledge and appreciate our President Mohamed Buhari, for doing what he always does. He's highly committed in terms of fighting the insurgency and, of course, freeing these beautiful girls, as we can always see them. So for me, it's a very rare opportunity to have them. Like I said, I was in the Senate and I was serving the Defense Committee. We really fought for these ladies in the Senate, in the Service Senate. But for me to receive them in Adamawa State on their way to their homes, I think it's a wonderful thing, and we are grateful to Almighty Allah and also grateful to our President.
The feeling is not the same for some families whose daughters are yet to return. Every family in Chibok has either lost a child or relative in Boko Haram's attacks.
Well, I'm very happy because I know my own daughter is not among them, but yet with the effort of the federal government and our military men, we know and believe that they will rescue the remaining one for us, or they will, we would assure that they will bring the other one.
The government is doing his best, and we stick to the government. We know, by God's grace, the remaining one in the captivity will be soon back home. I know.
Rebuilding the Northeast is an agenda of President Muhammadu Buhari-led government, while the state government is also doing its bit in rebuilding the damaged infrastructure in the now very famous Chibok community. But the governor is unhappy. He demands an explanation over the spendings of 500 million naira approved funds released under the Safe School Initiative project.
They have released 500 million naira. I have not seen what's the deed in government secondary school Chibok. We shall go to the federal government and the Safe School Initiative and the Federal Ministry of Finance and demand what's the deed with the money. People should stop buying and selling with the name of Chibok.
This is the regular sessions by the military on its operations in the Northeast. So far, the relief it has brought cannot be overemphasized as Nigerians crave information. The theater commander of Operation Lafia Dole, Major General Lucky Rabo, shows the development of the troops against the Boko Haram sect.
Our gallant troops of Operation Lafia Dole have cleared the location, which of course is the last stronghold of Boko Haram terrorists in Sambisa forest. The 22nd of December at about 0800 hours, own troops commenced the advance for the capture of Camp Zero, which of course I told you was the main enclave that was suspected to be holding high-value persons of the Boko Haram terrorists in Sambisa. The air component and artillery were effectively employed during the operation before the final assault by the troops. Our troops made contact with the Boko Haram terrorists and they successfully cleared the camp after some resistance from the insurgents. On sighting our troops and having been overpowered in the firefight, most of the Boko Haram terrorist fighters fled in different directions. Then, of course, we show you the pictures as to how they were fleeing. The gallant troops subsequently carried out search for any abductees and equipment, and of course, they raided and destroyed the camps and hideouts around Camp Zero. At Camp Zero, our troops destroyed several Boko Haram terrorist logistics, as you can see on the screen. Now, The Camp Zero, what it signifies is the headquarters of the Boko Haram terrorists. This is one of the jets that is also providing closer support. You could see the Boko Haram terrorists running away from the assault of the troops. Now, what we also observed was that a good number of those that are running away, the fighters got themselves embedded with the women and children. And so that made it a bit difficult for the air to engage them, because we didn't think it to be economical to waste those lives when we actually want to rescue them. We are still on the trail of the fighters, and I want to assure you that all escape routes have been manned. Besides the troops that are on their trail, those at various locations will intercept them. Beyond that, I would like to possibly also use this opportunity to encourage them, or advise them, to counsel them to give up the fight, because the window is still open.
The presentation of the captured flag of the Boko Haram sect is the highlight of the press briefing and an evidence of the proclamation of victory.
Maybe those of you who can speak or who understand Arabic can let us know what it says. All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I believe that in due course, this will be transmitted to the Chief of Army Staff for onward transmission to High Headquarters and then to the Commander-in-Chief. The Holy Book, I'm surprised that Chekau, who claims to be a very holy person, will forget such an important holy book while running away.
Winning the war is one, sustaining the victory is another, and so comes the warning that all hands must be on deck in the area of public awareness of happenings around the region.
That we have won the war doesn't signify the end of our operations. No, I said that we need to win the peace, and the operation continues. As I speak to you, we are after them. I believe that even currently, as I speak with you, my officers and soldiers are somewhere, which subsequently, of course, will be briefed. So it's not over; it continues. The whereabouts of the terrorists? Of course, I showed you the clips. We are after them. Where they want to go to, that I don't know. All I know is that we are chasing them, and unfortunately for them, they should know that. There is no hiding place.
Meanwhile, after taking over Sambisa forest in the military's final battle, there are questions on the whereabouts of the remaining girls in Boko Haram's captivity. Will they ever return?